Hello everyone, my name is Rajesh Kumar and I'm your DevOps SRE DevSecOps coach. Shell scripting, sometimes we can call it shell scripting or you can call it a bash scripting also. It's up to you what you want to call it. So both are same. So it's not about the bash shell scripting, but if you learn any shell scripting, you have to ask a certain questions, and that is how to store. That is the one. How to save the code. How to save the code. That's simple thing. Code. That's the first question you have to ask. Second question you have to ask how to run. Okay, that is a second questions you can ask. Third question you should ask how to run, how to have variables. Variables. This is the one. Third question. Fourth questions you should ask how to use operators. Fifth question you ask how to do conditioning. Conditioning conditions in scripting. And then next question you should ask how to do looping, iterative and all you can say iterative. Then last question which you should ask how to write a function. Write a function. So overall these are the question you should ask, and if you have this knowledge you are good with the scripting, any scripting including the bash scripting. Okay. So so what is a bash scripting? So bash scripting is nothing but a collections of Linux commands. Okay, I repeat, collections of Linux commands along with you have a variables options, operators you can use, conditions you can use, iterative you can use, function you can use, and all stuff like that. So it's very easy to learn, so don't complicate your minds. So let's get started at how to save this code. So let me come out of this. So here this is my machine, one of the machines. Here I'll go create one directory bash, cd bash, and here I'm inside this. So first thing, how to save the code. So any code which you want to write it, you can have it any extension as such. It's not a problem, but you should start with, let's say, one.sh. sh is like shell scripting. Okay, and then enter, and then I'm just printing just like a hello world kind of thing. So echo hello everyone, and this is just a printing, and then save it. Now we have this one.sh. So you have to have a executable permissions for it. Okay, so am I recording this session right? Yeah. So chmod 755, and then you require you set this permission, and this is got executable permission. Now if you can run like this, so when you say dot, that means it will use the default shell. So default shell, I don't know what is that. So you can echo $shell. Now default shell is that. So it will run with this one. Or you can also keep it like this also. One dot like this. You can run this way or whichever way you comfortable. That is good. So this is the way you can store the code and run the code. Are you understanding all of you?
Yes, yes,
Now the
Rajesh.
question next question is how to use variable. So in bash scripting, there is no variable type as such. Okay, so it's not that complication is not there. So you can set the variable anyway. So for example, here I set the variable uh, name is equal to Raj, age is equal to 25. So just like that. Okay. So here I declare the variable, and I can use the variable like echo. Echo is to just like printing the message. My name is dollar name, and my age is dollar age. That's all. Here, here I declare the variable, and here I have used the variable, and so on. And then save this, and then you see here, run this. See here, my name is Raj, and my age 25. That's all. So this is the way you can use the variables and getting done. Now you may ask, Rajesh, I want the user defined variable. How do we do that? So you can do that also. So here you can use read. So if you use read is a command, okay? So it will prompt you for the variable. And after that read, what you want to do? City. So it will prompt you, and whatever you enter, it will be set in the city. So let's try first and see. It is prompting you. So you are saying, okay, BLR, Bangalore, enter. So you have not printed it out, so you can print it here. And my city is dollar city. That's all. Now if you see that, see, now you can beautify all this thing that is there. You can beautify here. You can put some echo here, echo. Please enter city name. All this thing you can do that also. Many options are there. So yeah, you can set it up, and this will be more a generic one. Correct now? So Hyderabad and stuff like that. You understanding all of you?
Yes.
Yeah. So now this is also you can do that. So how to save the code? You know that now. It's very simple. How to run the code? You know that now. Variable. What are the operators? So let me just use the Google shell scripting operators. Enter. And now these are the operators we have. Very good page. Very good image. In one image itself, you have everything. Okay. So plus operators, minus operators, multiplications, division. If you want to use for comparison, equal operator, look at the equality, double or hyphen EQ, not equal. Look at it little bit careful. Greater than, lesser than. Here you have a logical operators also. Logical operators you understand, right? True, 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 false, false, false. Correct? True, false, 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 true, false. All of you and or true truth table. Have you got it this truth table, right? So here logical operators also. And for conditioning, you can use this equality operator or file test operator. B for B operator means byte, C for D for directory, uh, G for I think it's a global, and so like this you have a R for read only, right? Group, G for group, sorry, and S for something I'm not able to recall that. So yeah, these are the file tester operator, bitwise operator. So these are the operators we have. So let me show you how to use operators in the code. So shell script arithmetic operators example, add two numbers. So here Let me write a code for this. So vi1.sh. So there's one number I'm writing. So insert is already there. So here expr, whenever you use any operators, you have to use expr. Okay, num1 and num2. So here print, let me sum, copy this whole things actually. Sum, and then here num, what is happening? Keyword has some issues actually. Hmm. So num1 is equal to 10, num2 is equal to 5, and now you can echo some value is dollar sum, simple. So whenever, just remember that all the time, whenever you use operators, expr, you have to use it, so then it will be used for any other. Here you have anything, you can do that. So done and run, and city Hyderabad, you see 10 plus 15. Now if you want to pass through the command line also, you can do that. Here you can set this city replace with num or something like that, multiple inputs, and you can make it. Are you understanding, all of you?
Yes, Rajesh.
Now I want to tell you one more techniques which is called scripting parameters. Here let me show you. So here sum param is equal to tilde. It's not tilde, sorry, I mean this time what you call it, anyone have a name for this? Tilde is this one actually, this one. This is asterisk, I think we call it asterisk. So this one expr $1 plus $2 plus $3, done. And echo sum param is dollar sum param. Now what is $1, $2, $3? So $1 is your first parameter to the script. $2 is the second parameter. $3 is a third parameter. Remember that. Okay, so $4 will be fourth parameter. It's a pattern. Okay, so let me pass it. So here I'm passing one parameter, 4, 6, only two parameters. So $1 I set, $2 I set. So it should 10. Header what? And there's some problem in that. Syntax error, missing arguments. So something which okay, so here missing arguments. We have to pass header what? Yeah. So line number, command not found. So let me see that. Command not found. Okay, okay. There's a space actually. Hmm. Now I think it is good. Save it. Header what? You have 15. Now let me try with the two parameter here. Header what? So here parameter is needed, and then you can do that. So what I was trying to tell you here, whenever you pass any parameter, first it will be save $1, second $2, $3, like that. It's a pattern. So are you understanding all of this? Hello?
Yes, Rajesh.
Yeah. Okay. So now next thing which you should focus on, so operators, I use the arithmetic operators now. Equality operators I'll use in the conditions. So conditions. Okay. So how can you do the conditioning in the, so let me use this shell conditions. So here, okay, it's not there. So shell scripting, conditioning, conditional statement. So if this you can try this condition statement. This is good image. See, so here you can write if conditions. I'll show you that example. If it is true, run the statement, anything you can do that. If it is false, you can go to the other statement also. So here, if else kind of things, you can do that. Okay. So something like condition statement example and all, and I'll just copy from quick examples. This is the format, and this is the operators which I was showing you. I'll show you this. So this was the one code. Here what you have, there is a two variable set m and n. Now if you look at this here, when you compare between two variables, you have to use this one, relational operators, equality operators also we call it. So here if you see hyphen eq means equality. So if $n equal to m, then do this, else do this. And in this you can have hell lot of commands. Here also you can have hell lot of commands. Simple. So now if I see that 1 and 2 is different, so I should see this one. Now important thing, this you have to practice it. Then phi, little odd the pattern. If then else phi. You can also like write like this, and here also you can do phi. Okay, that is also. So let me run this code, deleting, and sorry, I have to copy whole code actually. So save it and run this. See, both are different. So let's make it both same. So 2 2 here, both are same. So you have to just remember this pattern, and that is okay. Are you understanding all of you?
Yes, Rajesh.
Okay, so now next thing which we have is iteration. How do we do the iteration? Okay, so let me check looping, and here I'll just copy. So here in this Linux, you have three ways to keep the loop: while loop, for loop, and until loop. So first thing, this if you see that here syntax, you understand the list, right? All of you, what is a list? So list means it's like multiple elements. One, two, three, four, five, six. So tell me, how many elements you have? This is a list. So how many elements you have? So one, two,
Seven.
three, four, five, six, 7 elements you have. But index number, what is this here?
One.
First one? No, zero.
Yeah. Zero.
Yeah. So let me show you image, then you'll have a visualizations. So it's a common platform for a pattern for all the language. Okay. So list, index, visualization or something. And see it. This is a simple one. Okay. So it's not for only shell scripting. It's for every scripting. So I'm not able to download because of this is a different format. But let me show you. So here, if you see, so this is the list. Here you have pyth on Python. Element 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Length is 6. But index number 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 time. So its length is 6. So how many times this loop, if you want try to run the loop, how many times it will run? 6 times. Correct now? 0 to 5, 6 times. Are you understanding all of you?
Yeah, Rajesh.
Can you repeat that? I didn't get this actually.
So see, simple concept I'll put it up, okay? Very simple. So what is this? It's number. What is this? It's a string. What is this? It is
List.
a list. So that is what I'm trying to say. So list always represent in the square bracket. String always in the this word. This is the string. Number just like that. So these are the primary data types in all programming language. All programming language or scripting language. Apart from that, there are many other things are there. I don't want to complicate. But in this list, the first element we call it index number 0. So that way 1 and 2 and 3 it will be like that. So same thing image I was showing you. This is the first element. It can be anything, but index is 0. You have to remember that it's not only for shell scripting, for any scripting actually. Make sense?
Yes.
So how many elements? 6 elements. So how many times if I want to loop it out? How many times it'll run? 6 times.
List.
So you understand the concept of list. So that is where coming back to the topic here for loop. This one for while until out of it for loop. So variable in the list. So here you have to have a list and every element it will be set every time, every run it will set in the variable. Do done inside that command whatever you want to write. Let me show you the examples for this. So here very simple examples you have, look at it. So here for I is a variable. So first time I will be set 1. This is the list. Okay. Second time I will be set what? 2. Third time I will be set 3. Like that. So this is the list. It can be anything. So how many times you'll run? 5 times. Let me show you. Here. Save it. 5 times. You want to see the, so you saw the elements. You saw the elements, right? but you want to see that index also. Here, how to print the index. So here, just a second. Shell scripting to print for loop index. Okay, so here you can print the index also and element also. So there's some special characters and all, you can ignore it. So here foo should be a list. So here I don't have a list actually. So here it can be, okay, this will not work actually because it is not a foo. You have to define this foo, you have to define a list. So okay, just ignore this one right now. So this way, let me show you only one for time being. Dollar I. Okay, I can show you, I guess. Yeah. So hello and uh, dollar I, and here it should be the name actually for this list. So dollar first.
We can't
So
we can't define the variable here.
we can declare the variables also. So here this will print only first. So dollar zero. So variable is not there. See here, index number u first one. So little bit of work you have to see that. So this is the for loop which we do that. Now while we little different. So there's a, in this page you have so many for loops. You can try it out and work on it. Now while loop. So let me go down a little bit. Multiple for loops is there. All scenarios you can get it here. Now next one is while loop. So where is a while loop? I think next tutorial. This is the one. So while loop, I'll just copy things here. So while loop, the thing is, if it is true, condition is true, then only it will run the command, else it will skip it. So for example, let me copy paste one code, simple one. Look at this here. Here a is equal to 0. So here again operator, this is the LT, means less than equal to. Let me show you here. Here, fourth one, lesser than equal to. It's not, sorry, not equal to, less than only. So while a is less than 10, which is true, so it will keep running. First time, second time, third time, fourth time, it will run up to the 10th time till it will become a false, and then the moment it will become false, it will come out of the loop. So here let me run this. You are displaying here, you are doing some arithmetic operations, this pattern. See. So here vi one.sh, save it and run this. And you see it started from the 0 to 9. So every time you run and then adding 1 by and then done. So here this is expression $1, which is, you see, it is coming here and then plus 1. So every time you are setting, you start with the 0, but every time you are setting it plus 1 here. So every run. So that's the reason you are getting that up to the 9. So this is the way you can, while also you can perform. Now until, let me copy from some shell scripting example with until. So I'll just copy from here. Here until is little opposite of while. So here you are saying, okay, until, here opposite of while. So until, this means not equal to, mind it. This means not. Let me show you the operator tables. And here you have, can you look at somewhere? Here you see that not equal to this one. Okay. So if here $a less than 10, not, until it is true, until it is not true, then keep doing it and then display this. So this will work in this way until we hardly use it actually, and like this. Here not is added, so please remember that. So this is the way you can do the looping in the code. Are you understanding all of this? Hello?
Yes, Rajesh.
Now how to write a function? So first of all, what is function? See, every programming language, sometimes sorry, every programming language, you find a function. Sometimes you call it a function, sometimes you call it a method. In Java, if you're from the old schools means Java, C, C++ and all, then we call it a method. If you're from the new schools like Python or Node, JavaScript and all, then we call it a function. So what is function? So function is basically you want to run some code multiple times. Okay. Function is like some code you want to run multiple times. That is the things. So instead of, let's say you want to run 10 times. So you going to run this 10 times? Are you going to write a code 10 times? That is like not good practice. Okay. So you create a function and call the function 10 times instead of, so let's say function, one function you have 20 lines of code. So instead of writing the whole 20 is to 10 times, 200 lines of code will become. Rather than you write a function and call it 10 times, it'll be easy, code less code, less code. That is one advantage. Also what you want to change the parameters also. The results return of the function should always differ. For example, I want to write a function for sum. So here I can provide 2, 3 first time. I can provide 4, 5 second time. I can provide 6, 7 third time. So here I'm changing the parameter. The results of functions should also change as per the input parameter. So this is the second advantage. So reducing the code, same time depends on the input, output also change, return value also change, like that. So very simple. Now, so how do we write a function in in Linux? So let me see that if I have some blocks for it, copy paste from there. Shell scripting function. I don't remember that if I have created. So no, it's not there. So just copy from internet example and go for any copy that any function code here, and look at this. So here, first of all, this is not beautifully done, so I'm doing it. Little advanced function, but that's okay. So this is the function. Look at this. So what is a function? Name, find average. So when you write a function, you always remember this pattern. Name of the function, this brace we call it, what we call it? Parenthesis, right? Correct, no? Parenthesis, correct? And this is the curly braces. Ending and starting and ending. Remember that. And inside the function, this is the code you're writing. Here you declare one variable, one more, and then here length. What is length? What is this? So one variable, and what is the meaning of this? So I want you to remember this. Okay, what is the meaning of this? So, and what is the meaning of this? So this one represent the list of parameter passed to commands or script, anything, command or script. So for example, let me do something, echo. So here I got it, and now echo parameter. Okay, this is not a script, so it will not take it up, but return value will be, sorry, 127. So here 127 because I ran wrong command here, but if you run right command, then return 0 means it's success, failure. So I want you to understand. So this is the parameter. So here you are passing parameter. So length is 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this means finding out the length of parameter. So like this, we have a few more actually. I want you to look at it. List in cell scripting. So let me check this out. Some images. Just so, this one. So this is the very good image. Very good image. You have everything. So this will help you to write a very efficient code actually. So $0 means the file name itself, you will get it. Okay, $n means that variable $1 2 3 4, I showed you the demo, that one. $hash means the number of arguments which supplied to the script. $star means all arguments and stuff like that. $at all the arguments are individually double quoted. If the script received 2 arguments, you will have it $@ of is equivalent to $1 $2. So this will save your time actually. $status means exit code, question mark, like this. If you want to know the background process, dollar exclamation. So just always remember this. This will help you, and many programmers are using this one to save scripting. I mean lines of code. Are you understanding, all of you? Hello, hello.
Yeah, Rajesh. Yeah.
So here function. So here one more variable, and here again there is one more variable. Here they are, what they are doing, again x is equal to dollar len, which is here, plus 1, adding it. Now here they are doing the condition loop, sorry, and loop they are doing while dollar I, which is here, is less than dollar x, which is here. Then keep doing it, this one, and then after that here you can find out the average. So this is the average formula actually. If you know the mathematics, you'll understand this. So argument which is passed to dollar exclamation I, okay, which is here you have, and sum I is equal to this one, and then, and here you are creating average, return the average. So now here you pass this n number of arguments, and you get the this one return, and you can print this dollar echo whether its return is successful or not. So like that. So this way you can write a function, complex function, and use it multiple times. So let me use it multiple times. Here I'm using one more time. They said you can use the function multiple times. Why to write a code? So 4, 5, 6, 7. Two times I'm calling the same function which I have written here, and save it and run it. So two times I call the same function. Enter. Didn't get called two times. Okay. So what has happened? Any idea? So 5. So what is the problem here? Here I run this script, I call the two times, but it run this one only. Why? Because there's no echo. So whatever the it was run last time, it is showing you. Return means not echo. Okay. A return means only one time it will return. So what I could do that here, add one more line to display echo before that. Okay. So it will always print that n number of times. Echo uh, value age, no, average is, sorry, average is dollar avg. So this time it will print two times because return will not print. And see, understood all of you? So here I wrote only one code, and this code can be used for anything, and I'm using multiple times. Are you understanding all of you? Hello?
Yeah, Rajesh.
Okay. So next thing is, this is how you practice the coding. Now next thing is, some code you want to run in a background, I mean as a cron tab, certain interval. So how do you do that? So there's one concept which is called cron tab. Cron tab. So let me show you this. CRON TAB hyphen L for listing. So I don't have any cron tab right now. So I want to run the certain script regularly, certain interval. So you need to understand the cron tab pattern. Okay. So cron tab pattern here, and see here. So the first one, which is your minutes, second one is hour, third one is a day of month, Monday, Tuesday, and all kind of things. Fourth one is month, and this is the week, day week. So this is the way you can create a pattern. This is a long version of it. Typically we use only 5. Okay. So you say you want to run every minute, so star. This will run every minutes. Okay, so you copy this and the code you specify this which you want to run it. So let's say I'm running one code, simple code vi echo or 2.sh, and here I'll just do echo Raju, and here I'm transferring that to the log 11.txt. It will run every minutes this command, and whatever the output it will transfer to this file. Save it. What is the path? This is the path, and file name chmod 755, you know that, and done, and here it is. Now we cron tab, how do you add the cron tab? So e for edit. Okay, you have to practice it in a recording. Edit, which editor you want? I don't want any of this because I'm not comfortable with nano vim ed. So which was the basic editor which we discussed last day,
Vim.
all of you? Vi, right?
Vim. Yeah, VI.
No, vi. Bim is a different editor. Okay, there's so many editors are there in a Linux. Don't get lost. I don't want this, none of this. So what to do? Oh God, I came inside this. Come out of it. No, yeah, I cancel this. Automatically taken nano, I guess. I don't want any of this. What should I do? So I can set my editor editor is equal to vi. This should be in a capital. Okay. If you set it, your editor will become a vi. And now, see, it's taken nano actually. Hold on. So editor export, and then yes, see, taken vi. Export editor and all. Many techniques are there. Don't get lost. Slowly you'll get into that. It's a gradual learnings and so on. These are the comments. You can read it first time. I'm not finding interest because I have read many years before. Put it up this one, and this will run. And I install the new cron tab. Now theoretically they should create one file 11.txt and output. So I'll see that every minute it will do. So you'll have to wait for it. So it will create and do that. So guys, this is the way. There is a script you can run every time and get it done. Are you understanding, all of you? Now I am feeling bored actually. ls. What you should do, watch ls. It will automatically run every 2 seconds. You can reduce the time also and get it done. Many techniques are there. Slowly you will learn. Any questions so far? Okay.
Can
So
can you write this bash programming in PowerShell also?
no, bash is a different. PowerShell is
Okay.
different. PowerShell is different for Windows.
Okay.
Okay. So now we have learned how can we write a bash scripting. Very easy, but you have to practice it. Now next thing is, what are the types of coding we will come across? So I'll give you some real-time example. For example, rotate a log file under certain location. Now you'll say, am I going to write? Yes, you should write it. But actually, you know what? All these kind of scripts already has been written actually. I'll share with you a lot of codes which you just go here and type shell scripting example, and a lot of code you will get it here. See here, all these are shell scripting related stuff. So a lot of code is already written, but let's say this is the one problems you have. The logs are not being rotated. So you want to rotate it, the log of Apache or Tomcat or something. Come to sorry, come to Google, enter it, and shell scripting. That's all. All this code has been already written. You just have to use this. See this code. This I have explained line by line actually. So I'll not use this. So a lot of codes you will have it. See here. So this code you can use it. This is the log rotate. It's utility, it's not a code actually. So this is the script also. So see that here. Can you tell me what is this? One function. This is the conditioning. Here you are using. So yeah, like this, you have a lot of code available. For example, cleaning certain files from the certain location regularly. Cleaning certain files. So from certain locations. So all this script you will get it on the internet. That I don't think so you will not get it, because I mean this is a very old stuff. Shell scripting, Linux and all. You will get it. See here. Shell script to delete a file from the every directory above data, and a lot of codes you have it. The only thing is you need to understand the code, and this is the code. You need to understand the code and modify if something has to be modified, and then use it. And now in order to understand that modifications, this which I taught you, it will help you. Are you understanding, all of you?
Have any issues with our channel membership, you can drop an email to us at contact@devopschool.com, or you can also unsubscribe from channel membership anytime if you don't want to continue or did not like the video.
Please be kind enough to like it, and you can comment any of your doubts and queries. We will reply to them at the earliest.
Thanks for watching.